robot we saw in the previous screen just drew a beautiful picture. Wow. How did he do that? How did he know how to move his arms up and down on the paper? How did he know where exactly on the paper to position the arm? This is what we call control. So in this short video, we want to learn how to program our robots using ROS to move their hands, their arms, their legs, their head like that. So, and if you are looking to learn how to do that, then you are in the right place. And by the right place, I mean Robot Ignite Academy. This is a place where you can learn to program your robots just using your web browser. We have a number of simulated robots here, or you can practice by simulation before you start developing on actual robots. So all you just need to do is sign up here, and after doing that, that takes you here, and we have a course just focused on that. We call ROS Control 101, which is a means for you to control your robots, just like the robot that drew that picture, and many other things that the robot can do. So let's go ahead and have a look at the course. So from here, we go to Start Course. And here we are. So, but before we start the course, let's just play around with the screen a little bit so we can know how to navigate this course very well. So on the left here, we have a place where you have the instructions, where you go through the instructions step by step, including some practical demonstrations. And here sometimes we have Python code that you can run right from here by clicking the play button here. Okay, so and here in the middle, top middle, we have a file editor where you can write code for use in the simulation. And then on the button here, you have a place where you can open a graphical tool. To see things in more detail. We'll be coming to that later in the next series of videos in this course. So here on the right here, you have your robot. And whenever we are doing the simulation, please pay close attention to this robot, because this robot will be moving forward, backward, or moving his arms one way or the other. So we need to keep our eye on the robot. This is the meat of what we are doing, because we actually want to see the robot doing things. So here, you with your pointer pointed to this screen, can actually zoom in so that you can see the robot more, or you can zoom out and see the robot in a bigger way. So the last, at the bottom of everything here, you have a number of shells by which you can send commands to the robot. And lastly, in case this arrangement is not optimal for you, you have a button down here where you can change the arrangement of those screens. So we have 4 options. This one here is the default, is what you are seeing. You can also choose any of the 4 or 3 remaining options. So let's try them. So you have this option in case you want the robot to appear larger and you want everything to be smaller. And then we also have another option in case you actually want more screen to run your command. Again, we have another one with the file editor at the middle, which takes the larger space in case you're actually writing code and you want to see your code more. So as we go along in this video, you might find that we change these screens to emphasize the screen we want at any point in time. So let's go ahead. We are going back to the default screen, and like we said, this is ROS Control, and we want to know how to control our robots. We want to know how to make it move its parts. So first of all, here I would like to point out to some things here, which are the minimum requirements for this course. Now, this course, we are going to be assuming that you have some basic knowledge here. So you have basic knowledge of ROS, what are topics, what are commands, and all the other things we'll be using in this course. And also we want to assume that you have a basic knowledge of Unix, meaning that you can come here to write commands and then you can understand what is going on. And then you also understand about joints. So all these things you can get this in the TF ROS 101 course. So joints are the various parts, like the human joint, where the robot has moving parts. And then you also have basic URDF knowledge, which you can take, which you can get by taking this course. And then you can also write some basic C++ code. So putting that aside, let's go ahead and start the course. So in the next few minutes, we should be through with the introductory part of this course. And in the next videos, we are going to go more in depth. So in this course, we just want to have a taste of what is possible with ROS Control. So, and we are going to take the demo exercise here, which is this one. Execute the following command in the web shell number 1 in order to launch the control system. So, and we are going to do just that. So what we are basically doing here is that we are preparing the control system, saying, hey, we are going to be sending you some commands very soon, so better be prepared. Okay, we do that. Okay, that is done. So with that, we have activated a set of topics that allows the robot to receive some commands. And to know the kind of commands that we can send to the robot at this time, we are going to run this second command in the second shell. So we copy, paste that. Okay, so the output here shows us the kind of commands we can send to the robot. So, and the commands are somewhat self-descriptive. So you can see head, pan, joint, position, controller. So that is talking about the head of the robot. Else, tilt, joint, position, controller. That is talking about also the head of the robot. So we have left elbow, joint, position, left shoulder, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, right wrist. So these are referring to the moving parts of the robots that we can send commands to. So we are going to send our very first command to the robot now, and it's going to have to do with the head. So we are telling it to do something with the head. You can see head tilt. So if you look at the robot now, the head is a bit tilted. And if you look at the command we are trying to send here, we are telling the robot, hey, can you bring your head back up in position? And for that, I'm going to switch to a place where I can see the robot in more details. So you can see now that the robot head is tilted, and now we are telling it, hey, we don't want that. So copy that, Control C, and we are doing that in web shell number 3. Paste. Keep an eye on the robot, please. Can you see that? So the robot actually listened and straightened up his head. And then we are going right ahead and sending another command. So if you look at what this command is saying, head, pan, joint, position, controller. So this is also talking about the head, pan. So let's see what that does. And we are giving it a number here. Remember the last one we gave it 0.0, meaning that we don't want any tilt. But now we want the head to pan. So let's just see how that works. Oops. Copy. And then we do that in web shell number 4. Oh, okay, we can do it right here. Okay, keep an eye on the robot. Did you see that? Very good, very good. Actually, we can also move other points by preparing similar commands. Yeah, so let's try a bit another command from here. So we can do Pi robot, right shoulder forward. Okay, let's go back to the original so we can see. Okay, copy that. So let's do that in web shell number 4, and we are going to follow the example. ROS topic pub -1, then we paste that command here. So command, and right here we need to send a message. We need this part. Paste. So let's leave it at 0.7, but here we are sending a message to the right shoulder. Press enter. Wow, did you see that? Okay, let's try one more. Left wrist. So let's see what we can do with the left wrist. ROS topic pub -1 command, and let's send this time. I'm making it 0.9. So keep an eye on the left wrist. Maybe we should come here. Wow. So did you see that? So this is just the beginning. So like from the robot that drew a picture, you can see it was moving his hand, and here right now we're also seeing that this our robot is able to move its hands in a similar fashion. So basically this is just an introduction to the ROS Control course. In our next videos we will be looking at some more in-depth topics like is outlined here. So, and until then, I'll see you. Thank you.